Let me get close. This is a doozy. So, as a chosen one, you were highly protected. Even when you weren't fully into your spirituality and you were just like in the midst of getting your feet wet and you were still green, so to speak. When you're in danger or around someone that you're unaware is throwing spell work at you, an earth angel will pop up in real life and give you a hint of what's going on, or give you clues that this person is wearing a mask or putting up a facade, or they're masquerading as an ally, but they're not an ally. They're trying to prevent you from getting your paradise. Okay? So I'm gonna tell you a story. Story time! Okay. Calm down, Yamik. We open this window, I'm hot. So, an earth angel will pop up. I'm gonna tell you a story. I had a cousin who is now passed on. He was one of my favorite cousins. And his name is Bucky, right? So Bucky is my favorite cousin. He's passed on. He died very tragically. And there's a lot of mystery surrounding his death. A lot of mystery, a lot of like unknown, unanswered questions that probably still are unanswered. So let me reverse. So one day, his mother, this is about 5 years ago, invites me out to dinner or lunch, I believe it was. And we went to like TGI Fridays or something or whatever. And me and her met up. And which is odd because I normally wouldn't even meet up with this demon. But we met up and we had dinner, or I think it was like an early dinner, right? And so we're at TGI Fridays, and what they want to do to you, these demons, when they meet up with you, they try to act like they're your friend, act like they love you, act like they care. But what they do is they want to meet up with you in person to really, I'll tell you this, when you eat with somebody who has evil intentions for you, 444, or has bad intent for your well-being, they will do black magic on you mentally while you're eating food. Confirmation is like almost they will pray over your food while you're eating, like watching you eat, or like they like to watch you eat food. They will bring you to dinner, watch you eat food. It happened to me twice. Okay, I'll tell you other story later. But they like to watch you eat food. They didn't even have to put anything in your food. Just the fact that they're watching you, whatever they're reciting in their head, whatever they were told from the practitioner to recite in their head while they watch you eat food or drink an alcoholic beverage, that's what they would do. So let me tell you. So me and this lady were eating dinner, eating food, having drinks. I had a Moscow Mule. I remember it very perfectly. We were at TGI Fridays, right near Left Rack. Okay, it might have been Kew Gardens, I believe. But anyway, same area, all intertwined. And while we're eating lunch, eating food, she gets a phone call, right? She says this phone call was her husband, which is someone I knew before she even knew him. So if you're in a phone call with my so-called uncle, wouldn't you say I'm at dinner or lunch with so-and-so? Wouldn't you say da-da-da-da-da? No, she never said any of that. But we're sitting right across from each other. She's whispering on the phone. I'm like, what? Like, why is she whispering? So just as that phone call is going on, these two old ladies walk into TGI Fridays, right? Two old ladies, must have been 70, 80, right? They come in, they sit down at TGI Fridays, and the seat they're sitting at is adjacent to me. So I can see them, but she can't see them, right? But during the whole dinner, she's like, oh my God, everyone's staring at you. Oh my God, all these guys, look at you, all these girls looking at you. Oh my God, you get so much attention. Just a jealousy spewing out of her pores. That's how dark witches are, just jealous and envious and lowbrow. And so the two ladies come in and they're just staring at me. They don't even order anything, they're literally just looking at me. Two old ladies. So I'm like, this is weird. Two old ladies looking at me. So I know that they don't mean any harm because I can discern. So I'm like, So then they come and sit down and they're looking at me and I'm like, okay. And then one of the old ladies goes, come here. And I'm like, what? And then she goes, Bucky's mom says, See, everyone just wants to talk to you. Everyone just talk to you, but she's saying it in a kind tone. We can tell her energy was of jealousy and envy, right? So I go over to the ladies, and the ladies say, hey, don't I know you from somewhere? And I was like, maybe a past life. That's just me being jovial and funny, naturally who I am. That's my natural energy to be funny and jovial and kind and sweet, right? And she was like, no, but where do I know you from? And I'm looking at her, I'm like, I don't know. But in my mind, I was like, this lady reminds me of my Aunt Ellen. My Aunt Ellen was a lady who watched over me as a kid. We lived upstairs from her in South Jamaica, Queens. So I just recognized the energy. And sometimes, like I said, earth angels will come down to you to protect you in flesh when you're in danger or you are might start to experience some sort of warfare from someone. I told a story about this before. When I was with that practitioner from TikTok, he's a reader, and he gave me that crystal, and as soon as that crystal dropped in my hand, my ancestor said to me, Yami, throw that shit the fuck out. And that's another time when an earth angel had popped up near us in the flesh at the same time when I was with that other reader. But anyway, get back to this story. So what had happened was I believe that they came into waking my ass up like, that bitch is evil, that bitch is dark. And a lot of times when you throw spell work at people, other people's children, the spell work will backfire to your child. And I told you my cousin died, right? And he died very tragically. And when he died, he came to me afterwards. Okay? So we all have to be very wary of these evil demonic forces who like to target us. But what they don't know is, what they will find out is, that spell work might not go to me. It will go back to someone they love. And it might not happen right away. He just died almost 2 years ago. Not even 2 years ago. It's going on 2 years now. It's going on 2 years. He hasn't even dead. He's been dead a year. So it won't happen right away. It won't happen tomorrow. It won't happen. It can wait a year or 2 years. So it didn't bounce off to me. I do believe that spell work that she was throwing to me, that jealousy spell work, that envious spell work, that whatever she was trying to throw to me, went to my cousin Buck, unfortunately. And the reason why I went to him is because he was vibrating at a lower frequency. He was indulging in different vices that will leave him susceptible to get attacked spiritually, because he was not in his spirituality. Because he was going through spiritual warfare, probably thrown at him through his mother as well. Catch that. Confirmation. So, and she always treated him like crap, like the bottom of her shoe, like crap. And this is what happens. You have to be very careful who you fuck with. You gotta be very careful who you throw spell work at. Because you don't know how well they're protected in the spiritual rank, in the spiritual world. You gotta be very careful. Okay? Gotta be very careful. Also, during this lunch, she kept asking about my dreams and ambitions. This is what they do too. Your dreams, your ambitions, what you got planned. They want to know all your plans, or your wishes, or your dreams, they want to know everything, so they can go back to so-and-so and be like, yeah, he got this plan, he got that plan, she got that plan, she got that plan, he got that plan. Ruin it. Fuck it all up. So this is their goal with meeting with you. Because sitting on a phone, they really can't, in person, they can really get you to spill. But on the phone, you're more inclined to hang up, you're more inclined to end the call, you're more inclined to change conversation. But in person, you're more, your guards are down, you're having an alcoholic beverage, you're eating food, you feel comfortable. Confirmation. And they're monitoring spirits. A damn fly that's doing here. But monitoring spirits. She's a monitoring spirit.